Okay, so hi everyone, good morning and once again welcome back in today's class. Today we are on the day number 7 and yesterday we started our discussion on the CMDB part. That what is CI, how a CI can be created, what is CI class manager, what is table structure, table name, relationship and relationship type we discuss. And we discussed that how I can create a new CI. Now, before we proceed further, let's try to understand that what are the role available in configuration management database. That what is the role required to access to do any operation. When I say any operation means I'm talking about to create any new CI, to update CI, to delete CI, to subscribe, unsubscribe, kind of things. Who can do and what role is required to do that part. Okay, so to understand this part, what we can do, we can come here in our instance and we can search here. Let me open. Okay, now important point is that if we discuss any module, I am taking ITL role as the default role. And then we will discuss that what an ITIL can do in this domain, in this area. But for the other roles related to that particular module, we are going here and we will search. Let's say with CMDB. So
Good
in
morning.
short, good morning, morning.
Sorry to interrupt you, Atul, but what are you doing right now? What's
Okay,
the
so
goal
yesterday,
to?
yep,
Yeah.
yesterday we started our CMDB part. Okay, and now we are discussing role available in CMDB. That what is the role required to access this particular application, and if you have that role, what you can do with the help of that. Okay,
Okay.
and this is again a common agenda for all modules as well, upcoming modules as well. Okay,
Okay.
so now here mainly two rules we are going to be discuss. Number one is CMDB read rule. Number two, eCMDB admin role. Okay, so if you see here, eCMDB admin role and CMDB read role are the main role given by or discussed by ServiceNow in their training format. Plus, we are saying that if a user has a ITIL role in this domain, that what he or she can do, because we know that ITIL role can work on incident change, problem request and knowledge, but is it able to do anything in the CMDB part as well? That we will come to know. Okay, so let's take example mainly what we can do. Let me open this. Okay, so I can say create, update, delete. Mainly these three operations are there. So these three work can be done by a user who has a ITL role. They can create, they can update, and they can delete as well. Okay, but in the CMDB domain I'm talking here. Now the role which we say, it's called the eCMDB. This one. Let me open and show you. They did not mention anything. They say that it is the enterprise CMDB. Means what he can do, or it's called the CMDB admin. What he can do, he can create the CA classes as well. That is the important point. If I have a CMDB admin role, I can do or I can create the new classes as well in this particular area. And if I have this role, how many modules I can access? I can access these many modules. See, CI relation type, group, relation group, roll up, and all things I can do. Two more are there. Let's see. Map user and baselines. But if I just have a CMDB read rule, I have no module access. I can just only access configuration. That's all. Nothing else I can do here. Okay. So why this is important? Not in the CMDB part, but in the incident change and problem, the rules are very much important to understand. Okay. And also one more thing. So if I say in this domain, we have a ITL, we have a CMDB, read and CMDB and admin. When I say admin, I am talking about the system admin, which role I have as of now in my instance. So there are difference. There are modules in ServiceNow. There are applications in ServiceNow where that application has its own admin role as well. Plus the application has a system admin role. There's an application in ServiceNow it's called the security incident response that has its own admin role as well. And we have a system admin role as well. This is important to understand. If when you go for the training on the ServiceNow portal, you will get some pictorial representation as well, which is easy to understand. Okay, now what we can say as an admin. When I say admin, I'm talking about the system admin. In the CMDB domain, I can create, I can delete, I can update, I can link, I can create new CI class as well. I can import CI as well. If I have a system admin role, remember. But if I have a eCMDB role, I can mainly do the two things. I can subscribe or unsubscribe, or I can read a CI. Nothing else I can do. It means this is the lower role. But what I can do with the if I have a ITL or ITL admin. I know now it's start confusing in your mind. But
yes, honestly.
yes, because this is what that is what I'm saying. If you go for ServiceNow training for ITSM exam, you will find this as a pictorial representation, which I cannot show you here. So mainly what ServiceNow say like this. Okay, let's do this thing. Consider these four major roles. Okay, what I can do via sysadmin. I can do anything. Even I can delete as well. I can create new CA class as well. That is the number one part. So now the question comes, Atul, how to practice this? Because this is important. What you have to do, create one or two or three or four new users and give that user a role. One user give a role of the sysadmin. One user just give a role of the eCMDB. One user just give a role of the CMDB read. And one user give a role of this too. And then impersonate and check the CMDB module. Then you will be able to see that can I create? Can I create with this role? Can I create with this role? Can I create with this role? Can I update? Can I delete? So these things mainly come with the practice. But if I say
You mean create CI? Sorry,
good,
Atul, you mean you practice the creation of the CI, update, delete?
yes. So what you can do, create 4 new users in instance. User A, user B, user C, user D. Give user A as a sysadmin role only, no other role.
Okay.
User B, give only eCMDB role, no other role. And user C, give CMDB read role. And user D, give ITL plus ITL admin. And then try to do all this orchestration. Create, update, delete CI class, CI relationship, and you will find that what role is able to do that part. Only then you will able to know that, okay, what I can do with this role. Like if I say what ITIL and ITIL admin can do, if a user has a both role combined, then they can do like create CI, update CI, read CI, delete CI. Even they can create a new CI class as well. But they cannot make a change, or they cannot, what I can say, update is not the right word, but they cannot manage the CI attribute. Kind of a managed by kind of thing, support by kind of thing, they cannot do. But these things you have to be do with the practice only. Okay, so always remember that if a user has this rule, ITL and ITL admin, they can delete a CI as well. Remember, don't think that no, it's only admin. No. ITL user can also delete it. Because generally what we say, ITL user can only ITL user can only work on incident change problem request. They can create, they can update, they can resolve, but they can delete the CI as well. Okay, so these things you will find in all the upcoming modules. Multiple roles are there. In CMDB, we're just taking 2. But if you go on the incident, we have 5 or more roles. If you go on the change, we have 4 or more, 6 or more roles available in that part. Okay, so mainly if you want to see, you can see these 2 roles and you can check your side that what they can do or what they can perform. Okay, clear everybody till this point?
Yes.
Okay. Now the roles are done. Let's proceed to the next part. Yesterday we were discussing about these things, this particular circle. There's a concept called the dynamic CI group. Okay, and what this concept say, what this particular functionality say, is basically, let's say I'm raising a change on a on a server, or I'm raising a change on the server which are located in Japan. Now I cannot add all those server and trigger their approval. Then what ServiceNow say? ServiceNow say, in this case, why not you use the dynamic CI group functionality? So what we can do? Let's come here. This one, dynamic CI groups. Okay. What it do basically? What the purpose it fulfill? Okay. If I say dynamic means something on the runtime, which is not fixed earlier, but run or use something on the runtime. But it's not like that. Practically, if I say it's not that case, because if it is a dynamic, then it should pick up the things automatically. But in this case, what we have to do? We have to create the dynamic groups. So like if I go here, I'm not going to be created and showing you practically that how it's done. But if you go here, you have to go and you have to add the group. that which group it should go if I call this particular dynamic group. And again, this group we have to create in advance so that whenever I go, I can request for this group. So what ServiceNow says here, it is the dynamic CI group is a group of what I should say. Okay, let's do one thing. Hello, and I can say business criticality 1 on by able email done, not required, operational comment. Okay, sorry. Now it's showing. So see, these are the CMDB group. If I open this database and let me click on I and take you on this open record. See, this is a CMDB group. What they are doing in this group, they're running a query which bringing the required CI for their purpose. Now there is nothing mentioned as of now. So, okay, so you can see here like this. So if I add this group in my dynamic group, what will happen? I will call this group and it will go to this, and then it will run the query and bring all the CI and trigger approval for me. This is what the purpose of the dynamic. But practically, if you ask me, it's not dynamic because you already queried it. You already define it. Dynamic is something you read immediately. And there is no preparation is there. That is the meaning of dynamic according to me. But ServiceNow say, you know that in your business, you are raising a changes on server located in Japan, in UK, in US, in Australia kind of things. In this case, you cannot create the groups or you cannot add the CI again and again and every time. Better use this group, create the group earlier and use these groups in your change management and do the work. This is what the purpose of the dynamic group, dynamic CI group. The only thing is that it go in the background and run this query and get the results.
Could you repeat briefly the concept again, Atul? Okay. Yeah. What we can. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want. Wait. Let me get example.
And especially, what is the case in which I need to create dynamic CI group?
Yes. Now let me give example. I want that I am raising a change on all the database server which has been located in South Africa. Now, if you go in the change form, there is a no direct way to find these servers where the location is South Africa and the server is database server. But I need approval because I'm going to make a country level change.
Yeah.
Then what you will do? In these cases, these dynamic CI group will help you.
How?
Okay, how? What I will do? I will create a group as per the location. And whenever I'm raising a change on the South Africa database server, it will go in the background and bring everything for me here from this particular group. This is what the purpose of the dynamic CI group. So this group contains the CI. If you see, these are the CIs only. Wait. These are the CIs only with the specific conditions. But I cannot call all the CIs in my change. So what I do, I just call this group. Hello. Under this hello group, I have a CMDB group database. It go in the background and bring all the CI for me. And these are the query on the classes, not the CI. Remember, So now if I see show all CI, so if this query is run, I'm getting these many CIs. Okay, as of now, as per the condition, it's going 50 nodes, still less. But if it is more than 200, 500, 800, then I cannot expect that 800 people will approve these things. No, this is not be possible. If it is in the South Africa, I just need approval from Farah, not from everybody, or not from the owner of this particular servers. This is what the purpose of the dynamic CI group. And by default, or not by default, the out of the box, up to 10,000 CI can be part of one group. It's a limit. Okay. It's mainly on the technical part, if I say, but on the broader level, you can say when you want to get a CIs of a specific condition, maybe location based, maybe operational based, maybe RAM based, maybe hard disk based kind of things, then you can use this dynamic CI group. This is mainly used in the change management. Okay, and you can use in incident as well, and you can use in the problem as well. Change I know because I used in the change management dynamic CI group, but you can use in the problem as well, and you can use in the incident as well. And okay, with this dynamic CI group, it will populate, and if you remove this dynamic CI group, it will remove the CIs as well from there. Mainly the game is that in the background we have a group. In this group, all the CIs are there. Let me show you some other group as well. Let's say server. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. What they are saying, group of server classes used in CI overview in CMDB workspace. Okay. Total 7 queries will be running. If I call this group in my incident change or problem, these total 7 query will run, and how many CIs will be coming. So now you can see 40 CI will be coming who are fulfilling these conditions, these 7 queries. For AX server, I have this query. For SUP server, I have this query. For Linux server, I have this query. For CI server, I have this query. For Solaris, I have this query. Who fulfill this condition, then bring the result for me. This is what the purpose. But practically, if you ask me, it's not dynamic. It's a static. Because you already created it. We are just using it. Clear, everybody? Let me come here. Yes, Prashanti, Samira, and Farah. Clear?
Yes, Atul.
More on the ServiceNow docs, you'll get more understanding. Okay. So let's now that CMDB is good, no doubt it's required, it's good. But what do you think? What are the pain points in the CMDB? See, when Microsoft launch MS Team, they start selling, no, MS Team has this functionality, MS Team has this functionality, where Skype don't have this functionality. Skype, you cannot do this thing, Skype, you cannot do this thing, you cannot do this thing, but in the Teams, you can do this, all things. It means the previous thing or previous concept has some demerits, and now they're launching the new product. Now tell me what you think, what are the pain points in the CMDB? Any idea? Okay. Number one pain point is that what is a CI? If I ask Farah, she will give her own definition. If I ask Samira, she will give her own definition. If I ask Prashanti, she will give her own definition. If you ask me, I will give you my own definition. It means concept or the term is same, but everybody has its own definition, which is the major problem in CMDB. So the first pain point come that there is no standard of the common definition of we can say common data definition. Okay, like if I say what is flowchart? Flowchart is a step-by-step. Sorry, what is a flowchart? Flowchart is a step-by-step pictorial representation of a process. But if I ask Farah, then flowchart means one step, second step is called the flowchart. If I ask same thing, Samira will give some other answer. So it means our definition is not common. We are not on the same page. Then second point, if I'm giving the services to telecom, I'm using some different way, a different data model, a different products. Now, let's say I'm IT department. I'm giving services to HR department as well. I'm giving services to finance as well. I'm giving services to facility as well. But for all these three departments, I am using some different products, different models, and it's difficult for me to be charged back. Right? That's the second point. Third point is that if any new type of customer came, I don't know that how to design the model. Let's say now I'm supporting a telecom customer. I know that what is the best design I can do in ServiceNow. If tomorrow I start supporting to manufacturing client, I don't have any idea that how to build the design, what data model I should use. See, what builders do, they create all the flat which are identical. Did you find any difference in a building? Either it is a 1-floor building, it's a 10-floor building, it's a 200-floor building. Everything will be same, starting from entrance gate till the toilet seat, tiles, taps, everything is same in all the flats because he has a similar data model. But we don't have any data model, specific data or one data model for everything. Okay. And also what happened? Everybody says that CMDB is too good, but it is tough to realize that what value CMDB is giving to us. Just what we did yesterday, we just see about the CMDB classes, attributes, but it is so strong that it can help you to improve your business, which we don't know. So these are the few pain points. ServiceNow also facing these pain points, customer also facing these pain points, and then customer approach to ServiceNow. That was, it's not going to work for me. You have to help me. Then ServiceNow say, okay, let me do little R&D and let me come back, and they launch a product called the CSDM. CSDM. What this stand for? Common Service Data Model. Fundamental concept is a service, which we started on the day one. Fundamental concept is a service. And what ServiceNow says as a standard, let me take you on this part. CSDM. because it has a standard definition. So I don't want to be used my words. This is what we have seen, right? No standard definition was the pain point. So let's not use our words and let's come to the ServiceNow words. I'm just looking for definition where they say. Wait. Okay, let me open this white paper. CSDM 4.0 white paper. With the 5.0 as well. I witnessed this in the knowledge where a demo has been given that how the 5.0 will be look like. Okay, so let me show you this. It is gone here. Okay. Here, yes, this one. See, common service and data model. This says it is a standard and shared set of services. Related definition across our products. Now, I as an IT provider, as an IT department, providing my services to the HR department as well, to finance as well, to facility as well, to legal as well, to marketing as well. But I don't have a common service model. What does service mean? Service means a value which a customer want to be or outcome which a customer want to be achieved without ownership or the risk. This is what the definition we read right on the day one. So what this says that with this framework, number one, it is not a code to execute. It's not like an exe file you just download and execute, you getting a CSDM. No. We have to be implement the CSDM. So this says it is a standard and shared set of services. Now, if I as Atul Grover, I said in the market, guys, I'm providing you training as a service, consulting as a service. It means it's a standard service I'm providing. And if you take any of my service, you can do your reporting very easily. Either you take me training as a service, you take consulting as a service. It is a standard and I will give you the complete supporting. Either your one department will take, either your all department will take, everything can be truly represented because this is what the major problem that CSDM come into the picture. I'll show you something on the top to understand more about this. Okay, it's not up, it's down.
CSDM can cover CMDB or
yes. It cover, but it is on the top of the CMDB.
Mm-hmm.
So CMDB contain only only CIs, but CSDM is mainly taking care of the services. Like you as a service provider. Okay, let's take Farah is running a company and she's a service provider. She sell in the market. I am providing email services. I am providing onboarding services. I am providing offboarding services. I am providing HR services. I am providing consulting services. Because if I am a customer, I am not bothered that which server you are using. I am bothered, okay, Farah, I have a company of 500 people. Can you implement onboarding process, onboarding service in my company? Farah said yes. This is what the services you are selling it. Now to support that service in your own company, Farah, you definitely have a mechanism. You have a people, you have a team, you have a group who helping you, right? CSGM is very deep concept. I'm not getting that wide sense when we open up. This one. How did we get there? That why CSGM come into the picture? In early 2017, a group of representatives from the various business units asked and defined services and identify how reporting could be improved. Everybody was facing the issue. I'm not able to give the true reporting. Let's say I as IT, again the same example, I as an IT service IT department providing services to the HR and facility and legal department. At the end, when the survey happen, HR department will be very happy. They make me 5 star rating. But facility gave me only 3 rating. Reason I'm not able to find out because I don't have any mechanism to differentiate that why HR gave me 5 and why legal or accounting give me 3. Because I don't have any standard model. To overcome this part, all the ITSM, ITOM, ITBM guys come together and they say that we need a common data model, one data model for everybody. And then sell this data model to their customers. So when we go a little bit deep, okay, let me show you one picture of this one. This is this picture. This is the true representation of the CSDM model. What you are selling, how you are building, how you are managing. This is what the CSDM concept here. Okay, this is what the CSDM concept is. So what is CSDM? Common service, and what is data model? This is what important we are discussing, right? A CMDB framework across all the products and platform. So under this, you are getting a standard and shared platform of which help you to reporting. But to support this, we have a CMDB on the place. And now they say a standard framework, a framework. Either you're giving service to the HR department, manufacturing client, telecom client, a pharmaceutical client, no matter. In the background, model will be like this only. This is what this is. Because as a company, I am dealing with a lot of customers, different type of customers. And every customer is taking the services by their own way. Someone need 24/7. Someone need 8x5. Someone need 9x5. Someone need 6 days in a week, 1 day off. So how I should manage this? If to provide these services to my customer, if I build different model for every customer, I cannot work in this manner. Then ServiceNow bring up this concept. It's called the CSDM. Okay. Which is important to be remembered here. What is CSDM and what is not a CSDM? Important. CSDM is not a product. It is a framework. It is a guidance. It is a set of standards. It is not a process to implement. It's not like instant when you come, you define a step, go. No. It is the implementation in a proper manner. It is not a set of reports. It is not a code to install. And it will not fix your previous problem. It will fix, but only when you start implementing it in a proper manner. Okay, and if you notice this thing, If I come down here, this one, this is the ideal model. As per my experience, I did not find any customer who are up to the mark and using all this component in their implementation. If any customer who is using, as again I'm putting double quotes here, my experience I'm talking only. I have no idea about the other people, other experiences, other people experience, but my experience says I did not find a customer in my experience till now who are using each and every component of the CSDM, because it's too much. It's too much to be managed. It's too much to be implemented. And to implement this, ServiceNow give a step. What they say? Crawl, walk, run, and fly. Go step by step. Go step by step. Crawling means just do the basic things. How baby start running? First, baby start crawling it. One baby habitual of the crawling, then we say, okay, now you stand up and take some scooter or something and then walk. Then it start walking. When the walking is perfect, then we say, okay, you start running now. Running is perfect, then we say, okay, you can fly now. So to implement this, ServiceNow recommend 5 or 6 phases. But before we go on these discussions, let's understand that what are the fundamental principle, not fundamental principle, what are the founding principles? It's not a fundamental, it's a founding principle that why CSDM come into the picture. And there's a difference, founded and fundamental. Founded means that there were some loopholes in the previous model, in the previous approach, which we identified, and now we're bringing this as a founded principles and coming up the new product, new model, new framework. Number one is that simplified concepts. In the CSDM, they simplified everything. Like, what is the meaning of the service? What is the meaning of the business service? What is the meaning of the technical service? What is the meaning of the service offering? Now, if I talk to Farah, if I talk to Prashanti, if I talk to Surbhi or Samira, everybody should say, yes, Atul, business service means this is a business service. Technical service means this is a technical service. So that our concept should be simplified. Duplicacy, ambiguity has been removed here. Make it as much simple as. Then reporting analysis has been easy now because we have a standard model. Perspective relationship. I was working for a client. They have a very weird relationship in the CMDB. Any CI they can make a parent, any CI they make a child, which is not recommended by ServiceNow. So here ServiceNow say, guys, listen. Follow the principles, follow the relationship which I am giving to you. Now, if I say in this training, a normal relationship is that I am dependent on you. You are using my knowledge. Straightforward relationship is there now. Now, either I giving training to 4 people, 5 people, 100 people, 200 people, doesn't matter. Relationship will be same always. I am depending on you and you are using my knowledge. To easy the things. Then it's a shared data model. Why shared? Because now the same model can be used by the HR department, by the GRC, by the CSM, anybody can use it. In a single tool, you can do everything. Definitions are clear. And also, I am getting out of the box tables. No need to be create your own table. Use all out of the box. And as per the releases, they are adopting and updating the CMDB, CSDM as well. Governance is easy. Data governance is easy. Why? Because everybody is using the same thing. Let's take the same example of the builder. If tomorrow builder is saying, okay, my building is ready and I want to give it to the customer. Before that, he called to the inspectors for checking the quality and all the things. Do you think that inspector go and check all the 200 flats? No. They pick up 5 or 7 flats and they check everything because they know all the flats are the identical. This is what the governance process become easy for me. And again, last point, don't use your thoughts. If you stuck, go and check the reference document in this ServiceNow website, product documents, follow that. Don't start thinking, no, this should be like this should be like this. If you stuck, first go and check in the product documentation. Only then you will be able to see. This is very much important for the understanding purpose. Clear everybody? Any doubt? Any question? No doubt, no question. Okay, chalo. Let's come here now. We are on the CSDM 4.0, where we have the 5 domains. In the previous version, in 3.0, 2.0, it was 4 or 3 domains only, but now they have a 5 domains, and 5.0 is coming with more complexity, but yes, definitely easing the work as well. So what are the 5 domains here? The first is called the foundation. Why foundation? Because we know to create, to run, to process to do anything in the process, we need the foundation data. Who is managing? What contract? What products? What location? What a user? Which group? What is the life cycle? Should become in the foundation data. If it is not there, you cannot survive. I was implementing CMDB for one of my customers, and I asked to my customer, hey guys, we were implementing this thing for you. Who is your configuration manager, configuration process manager? They take 5 days to answer this question, and the answer was no, we don't have any process configuration manager. I said that how you are managing it. Then that person said that is we hired you. What happened? It's happened. Now help me to implement that part. So I shared a role and responsibility with them. Then they hired one person and created that role. Okay, this is the process manager. So foundation data is required here. Now the domain 1, sell and consume. This is the domain which is available for the end users to consume. You go to Microsoft website. Let me show you. Okay. You go here. I want to use, or I want to use, okay, I want to use Microsoft 365. I want to use for the education. What I am doing, I want to consume it. What Microsoft did, they created this portal, they created this catalog for me as an end user so that I can go and I can order it. This is the business service. They're selling Microsoft 365 as a business service. If anybody want, they can take it. Under this, they have a different things. They have a things for students. They have a things for what I can say like this. A1, A3, A5. These are the service offering. What you want to buy. A1, A3 or A5. So if I come here, this green box, it's for the end user where you publish your catalog items. These are nothing. These are catalog items only. If you see, these all are the catalog items. If I click here, let me come back. Okay, let's say surface. What all these catalog items? Nothing else. These all are the catalog items which Microsoft is selling to us. And they're offering it. If you purchase a Microsoft Surface, you will get 2 years services. If you are in India, you're getting for the 4 years. If you are in India, you can get 24/7 support as well. This is what the service offering. MACD, best example, they was selling only the burger. But they find, no. If I sell only burger, I will not able to progress further. They start putting the offering. 1 burger, 1 chips, £5. 1 burger, 1 chips, 1 cold drink, £7. Big meal, medium meal, small meal. What they're doing, they're offering in the different packages. Same service, maybe medium, small and large is not applicable in India, not available in India, but UK is available. Maybe in UK we don't have any concept of this thing, burger plus fries, but India we have burger plus fries, we have fries plus cold drink, we have fries plus cold drink plus burger. This is what offering they're saying, and it is called the business service, which I as an end user consume. Clear? And who is maintaining this? There's a person called the business relationship manager, BRM, who go and talk to the customers. Okay, I'm representing this company, we're selling these things, what you need. And under this we have a concept called the portfolio, service portfolio. If you see that when anybody trying in the acting, they want to go in the movies, then director producer says, okay, bring your portfolio. What this mean? Show some of your photographs in the different formats. Straight, side look, upper look, back look, with biceps, all the things. This is what the portfolio. What is my portfolio? What is your portfolio? For a portfolio is she's a good project. She's a project manager. That's her portfolio. She's a ServiceNow consultant. That's her portfolio. She's a good cook. It's a portfolio. And when you start providing these services, with the help of this portfolio, you're providing services in the market, you're selling it. What is my portfolio? A consultant, a trainer, a guest speaker, a scholar. This is my portfolio. If you want any services, you can go and check my website and order from there. I reach out to you. This is what come in this part. What I'm selling and what you are consuming it. Everything come under this area. Clear and doubt?
Clear, but sometimes it's a little bit confusing, but
yes,
okay.
It must be confusing. I'm not saying should be, it must be confusing.
Okay, yeah.
Because what we are discussing, it's very high level. If you go and download this paper, 37 pages paper, I can guarantee you, if you read first 5 pages, You will close it and say, Atul, I'm not getting anything. We are just discussing this thing as of now. If I come on the definitions, you get completely confused. But we have to be do because nowadays it's a demand in the market. Customers are or customer want to be implements CSDM. They want to be use CSDM. Okay. In our training purpose, we're not going much deep now. Tomorrow I will cover these three and we'll go for relationship and we'll close it because it's not that much for us. It's required to understand that okay, how these are be supporting to us. That's the only thing. Otherwise, no much need. Okay, Ji.
Okay.
Will not proceed further. Any last question before I stop the recording, guys?
No, it's okay for me.
Okay, Prashanti, Samira, Surbhi.
No, Ajay, nothing right. Sorry, Atul. Sorry, I'm just jumping from a call. So
No problem. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so let me stop the recording. Take attendance now.